Cordon. Yeah. I told you to prepare on these things. Why have you not prepared? Is there anybody who is joining today or joined yesterday? Somebody is new. Please raise your hands in Zoom. Raise your hands in Zoom. Those who are joining only today or yesterday, some candidates need guidance regarding how to prepare for this, what they should study. Today, I was talking to an economics graduate. He was talking well, but then the deep aspects of the economics like national income, inflation, recession, all these things and all he was not knowing. So why you should not go through the materials that is given already? Such economics people must know more about economics. So anybody has joined today only or everybody has joined? You are there for a longer time. Acha? Okay, doesn't matter. Now I am telling you this book, Olive Board book, I think I referred it first itself. This one. This is a 50-page book or so. 50-page book. Sorry, 24 pages book. Here, like this. I think we started reading it or not. Anybody who has been with me for a long time, please tell me.
Yes, sir,
I
we
think
started, sir.
we started studying this now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Around 20 to 30 questions also over, sir.
We have done 22. Yeah, Green Revolution over, explain NPA agriculture functions of banks. This is given very theoretically. Then explain World Bank and IMF. This also we studied. CD ratio we studied. NPA. I think here only we are getting stuck up. We have not started here. Now, please raise your hand. Those who are willing to read, please raise your hand. Yeah, Tilak has raised hand. Tilak, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tilak, yeah. Now you continue with where are we now? 1 minute.
15th question, sir.
15th question. Explain NPA or before
Oh.
that 1 minute. Please read 14 also.
Okay, sir. What is CD ratio? Credit deposit ratio of a bank is an indicator of how much a bank lends out of its deposits or how much of its core funds are used for lending. The higher it is, the better is the earning capacity of a bank and vice versa. June 2022, CD ratio stood at 73.5% at all India level, 70.5% a year ago, and 86.2% for metropolitan branches of banks, 84.3% a year ago. Explain NPA.
Listen, here what they are telling is throughout the country, CD ratio was 73.5% at all India level. That means if the banking system has taken 100 crore deposit from the public, it has given back as loan 73 rupees. Could you follow? If they have taken 100, they have given back 73.5. It seems in metropolitan branches, out of 100 rupees, they are given 86.2 now as on June 2022. This is country as a whole, not like say only RRB like that. All scheduled commercial banks. Continue.
Explain NPA and agriculture NPA. A non-performing asset is a loan or advance for which the principal or interest payment remained overdue for a period of 90 days. Agriculture NPA. A loan granted for short duration crops will be treated as NPA if the installment of the principal or interest thereon remains unpaid for 2 crop seasons beyond the due date. A loan granted for
normally crop season means 6 months. Yeah, continue.
Okay, sir. A loan granted for long duration crops will be treated as NPA if the installment of principal or interest thereon remains unpaid for 1 crop season beyond the due date.
That is 1 year. That is 1 year.
Okay, sir.
Very good. Thank you. 1 minute. Thank you.
Okay.
Let us give next opportunity for Mamata. Mamata ji.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mamata. Mamata is from which state? Karnataka.
Karnataka, sir.
Oh, good. Karnataka, Mamata. Mamata, you please talk to us in Kannada. Na? Please talk to us something in Kannada about regional rural banks. Regional rural banks, what are they doing? Tell us in Kannada.
Sir, regional rural banks, ಇದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಇದೇ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ
ఏమండి you are telling wrong things. నేను ఏం అడిగినాను? రీజనల్ రూరల్ బ్యాంక్ అడిగినాను.
సారీ సార్, రీజనల్ రూరల్ బ్యాంక్స్.
రిజర్వ్ బ్యాంక్ చెప్తున్నారు. మీరు రిజర్వ్ బ్యాంక్ చెప్పండి.
సార్, రీజనల్ ರೂರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಿಟಿಜನ್ಗೂ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೀಜನಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
So sometimes they may ask you to speak in your local language also. So be ready for that, Mamata. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please read this. What are the functions of RBI? I'm sorry. This is the question we are reading. Na? Yeah, read.
Yes,
read.
Being a central bank of India, RBI serves a critical role in regulating the financial transactions in the country. Some of the important functions of RBI are listed below. First one is issue of bank notes. Second one is banker to the government. Then custodian of the cash reserves of commercial banks, custodian of country's forex reserves, lender of last resort, controller of credit.
Good. So very good. Next one, explain. Please read this.
So, explain Jan Dhan Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is a financial inclusion program of the Government of India open to Indian citizens that aims to expand affordable access to financial services such as bank accounts, remittances, credit, insurance, and pensions. PMJDY was announced by PM Modi in his Independence Day address on 15th August 2014. Launch date is August 28, 2014. More than 46.25 crore beneficiaries banked under PMJDY since inception. Total deposits amounting to 1,73,954 crore.
This is very, very important. Please remember, all of you, total number of accounts opened under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, that is basic savings bank deposit account. In other words, no frills account. It is how many accounts? 46.25 crore. And how much is the deposit? 1,73,954 crore. These numbers you must remember. I can forget, but you should not forget. Write in some notebook and read it once in 2 days or 3 days. Mamata, continue.
Yes, sir. What is the recent news about Maharatna Company? Power sector focused non-banking finance company, that is NBFC, REC Limited, has been accorded the status of a Maharatna Central Public Sector Enterprise, thus providing it with greater operational and financial autonomy. Incorporated in 1969, REC is a non-banking financial company, that is NBFC, focusing on power sector financing and development across India. It comes under the aegis of Power Ministry. REC Limited is the 12th company to be given the Maharatna status.
What is the full expansion of REC? Anybody knows? Rashtriya Electric.
Rural operations.
No. Acha, you are you sure?
Renewable energy.
Sir, Rural Electrification Corporation.
Superb.
Yes, sir, rural electro.
Very good. Are you seeing on the screen? Rural farmer RE. Now it is called REC Limited only. There is no need for us to know this. They can ask you what is the previous name. You have to say Rural Electrification Corporation. Headquarters in New Delhi. Founded in 1969. Number of employees only 487. Owner is Power Finance Corporation. they have subsidiaries, REC Power Development and Consultancy Limited, then MORE, I don't know what it is. Parent organization, Power Finance Corporation. So these things you must know. Okay, good. Mamata was reading it. Mamata.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mamata,
Yes, sir.
what is your father?
So my father is recently retired as veterinary inspector.
Oh, told me. You told us.
Yes, sir. Told.
Veterinary inspector. So will he be treating, which type of animals will he treat normally?
So all types, sir. Like buffaloes,
Mm.
dogs,
Snakes
cats.
also? Snakes also?
No, sir.
No. The reason why I am asking about snakes is that today it seems in Uttar Pradesh, anybody from North India? Anybody from North India? Today it seems today Sarpa Day, that is Serpent Day or some
Yes,
such
sir.
day. Today
Yes,
is
sir.
some Serpent Day. Yeah. No. Actually, 1 minute. I got a video for that, so I thought I can share it with you. 1 minute. Sir, see what they are doing, all young boys, they just carry the snake in their neck and they are walking through the streets. Oh, Baba. I don't know where I saw this. I saw in this or in another one. 2-3 accounts are there from where I'm getting. Has anyone see that? I got it. Are you seeing on the screen? No. Oh, you can't
No,
see
sir.
this. Okay, now I will show you like this. 1 minute. But sometimes I'm tempted to show the other things. That is, now I'll show you this. I'll show you. Yeah. Sorry, my intention is not to show serpent to all of you. Now, very interesting, no? Not interesting, but but this is world. You see, I was really surprised on seeing this. Who was reading it? That veterinary doctor's daughter,
Yes, sir. Mamata.
what is your name? Mamata.
Mamata.
Mamata. Yeah. Now please read 19.
What are the criteria for grant of Maharatna status? First one, having Navaratna status, listed on Indian Stock Exchange with minimum prescribed public shareholding under SEBI regulations, 3 years with an average annual net profit over 2,500 crore, earlier was 5,000 crore, or average annual net worth of 10,000 crore for 3 years, earlier was 15,000 crore, or average annual turnover of 20,000 crore for 3 years, earlier was 25,000 crore, should have significant global presence or international operations.
Maharatna, how many are there?
All Maharatna companies and 12 Navaratna companies, 73 Miniratna companies. Under that, Miniratna category 1, 61, Miniratna category 2, 12.
Very good. Thank you. Now we
Thank you.
will go. Thank you. We will go
Sir,
to next.
I have a request for you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you discuss at least one scenario-based questions every day? Because in RRB, they are going to ask at least one question that is based on scenario. So it will be helpful for us.
If you have the scenarios, you please bring. I will discuss. No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
You
Thank you, sir.
please come with scenario. If I know the answer, I will tell you. If I do not know the answer, I will say I don't know. No problem. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Who is going to read next? After Mamata, who will read? Prashant. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pra-
I am
yeah.
ready to read.
Yeah. Prashant, read. This is a very good, important question. All of you should follow this carefully. Please read.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Retail inflation in September 2022. As per the data released by the National Statistical Office, the retail inflation based on the Consumer Price Index (CPI) was at 7.41% in September as against 7% in August.
Hmm.
Retail inflation rose to a 5-month high of 7.41% in September, mainly due to costlier food items, reason enough for Reserve Bank to continue with its rate hike cycles it has resorted to since May 2022.
Hmm.
Inflation in the food basket rose to 8.60% in September from 7.62% in August.
This
It
much
is the
detail, listen, this much detail and all may not be required. You must be able to tell at least 7.417, like September, August. This must be in your mind. Continue. It is for the
yes, yes, sir. It is for the ninth month in a row that retail inflation has remained above the Reserve Bank of India's upper tolerance level of 6%. In the year ago month, it was at a comfortable level of 4.35%. The central government has mandated RBI to ensure that retail inflation remains in a range of 2 to 6%.
I think this we discussed once, doesn't matter. Now read the next one also. What is Pravasiya
Yes, sir.
Bharatiya? Yeah.
Okay. What is the news of Pravasiya Bharatiya Divas? 17th Pravasiya Bharati Divas (PBD) convention will be held in Indore, Madhya Pradesh in January 2023.
Hmm.
Pravasiya Bharati Divas is celebrated every year on 9th January to mark the contribution of the overseas Indian community in the development of India.
Hmm.
It also what is this? It also commemorates.
Commemorates.
It also commemorates the return of
Commemorates.
Mahatma.
Commemorate means indicates. 1 minute.
Okay,
What is the real meaning of
The
commemorates?
remembering, sir.
Remembering.
like
Very good.
remembrance.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah. Now where are we? Yeah. Please read. Good.
Yes, sir. The return of Mahatma Gandhi from South Africa to India on 9th January 1915. The
Hmm.
16th Pravasya Bharati Divas was held in January 2019 at Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. The first
Hmm.
Pravasya Bharati Divas was held in 2003, New Delhi.
I think they are not conducting every year. I don't know why. Possibly, say 21, 22, they did not conduct because due to what is that corona, but 20, why did they not conduct? I don't know. No problem. Now continue. What is bank?
So, what is bank? As per Section 5B of Banking Regulation Act 1949, banking means the accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawal by check, draft, order, or otherwise.
Hmm. But
Bank.
this is the correct definition. But we always tell people banking means accepting deposits from the people and making advances. With that, we will stop because this is known for commerce students, not for others. Now continue.
Yes, sir.
Bank.
Bank is a financial organization which accepts deposit and provides loan. Scheduled
Continue.
banks.
Hmm.
All banks which are included in the second schedule to the Reserve, actually it should come for the, okay.
So,
The Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 are scheduled banks.
hmm.
Non-scheduled bank, these banks that are not included in the Reserve Bank of India 1934 and those are defined in the clause C of section 5 of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. These banks are not eligible for having loans from RBI for meeting their day-to-day general requirements.
When you search Google for non-scheduled banks, you will get some 4 banks names. Don't worry about it. Forget. Now continue. Explain
Yes.
Kisan Credit Card.
Yes, sir. It is a credit card scheme introduced in August 1998 by Indian banks. This model scheme was prepared by the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development (NABARD) on the recommendations of R.V. Gupta Committee. It aimed to provide short-term formal credit to farmers. From 2019, KCC is also available for fisheries and animal husbandry. KCC credit card holders are covered under personal accident insurance up to rupees 50,000 for death and permanent disability and up to 25,000 for other risks.
One thing, this alone will not do. I suggest you are going through the RRB's website about Kisan Credit Card. I may like you to tell that it is, say, up to 1.6 lakh, it is no collateral. Above that, collateral is asked, that is security is taken. Not only that, it is normally granted for a period of 5 years to be renewed every year. So this type of, and the limit fixed is dependent on the extent of land and the crop that is going to be grown in the land. These points you have to tell. Please go through about that. Now we will go to Latika.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes,
sir,
please.
for Karnataka Gramina,
Karnataka.
for Karnataka Gramina Bank, it is 2 lakhs, sir, without collateral.
Oh, Apriya, very good, very good. Thank you for telling. Good. Then in the
Thank you.
interview, you specifically say in Karnataka Gramina Bank up to 2 lakhs, it is collateral free. Very good. Thank you. Now,
Thank you.
Latika is there with us now.
Yes, sir.
Please switch off your mic. Others, please switch off your mic. Latika, 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Please continue. How many All India?
How many All India financial institutions are there in India at present? There are 5 financial regulatory bodies under the jurisdiction of Reserve Bank of India as All India financial institutions. Export-Import Bank of India, Exim Bank, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI, National Housing Bank, NHB.
In 2022.
In 2022, Reserve Bank of India has announced that National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development will be regulated and supervised by it as an All India financial institutions under the RBI Act 1934.
Please read this again. Number E. Read E.
Sorry, sir.
Read this E.
In 2022, Reserve Bank of India has announced that National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development, NABFID, will be regulated and supervised by it as an All India financial institution under the RBI Act 1934.
Continue.
25. Explain National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development. Reserve Bank of India has announced that National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development, NABFID, will be regulated and supervised by it as an All India financial institution under the RBI Act 1934. NABFID will be regulated and supervised by RBI as an AIFI under Section 45L and 45N of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Central government has appointed K.V. Kamath as chairperson of the National Bank for Financial Infrastructure and Development, NABFID. Kamath is well known for banker in India and is the first head of New Development Bank, NDB. Rajkiran Rai named as the new MD and MD of NABFID. NABFID is a newly set up development financial institution, DFIs, in India. It has been set up for infrastructure financing as per the National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Act 2021. The authorized share capital of NABFID is 1 lakh crore. The initial paid up capital of NABFID is Rs 20,000 crore. The headquarter of NABFID is in Mumbai.
Actually, again, when you go home, you read it once again and try to
Okay,
remember
sir.
that. Continue.
Explain DICGC. Deposit Insurance Act 1961 came into force on January 1, 1962, previously known as Credit Guarantee Corporation of India Limited. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation came into existence on July 15, 1978. DICGC insures all bank deposits such as saving, fixed, current, recurring deposit or up to the limit of Rs 500,000 of
No,
each
no,
depositor in a bank.
5 lakhs, ma.
5 lakhs of each depositor in bank. The limit was increased from 1 lakh to 5 lakh on 4th February 2020. Explain Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. 3 ombudsman schemes. Number 1, the Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006. B, the Ombudsman Scheme for Non-Banking Financial Companies 2018 and the Ombudsman Scheme for Digital Transactions 2019. Non-scheduled primary cooperative banks with a deposit size of Rs 50 crore and above have been brought into the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. Schemes has done away with the jurisdiction of each Ombudsman office. Centralized Receipt and Processing Center CRPC has been set up at RBI, Chandigarh for receipt and initial processing of physical and email complaints in any language.
Continue.
This scheme, framed by the Reserve Bank in exercise of the power conferred on it under Section 35A of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, Section 45L of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, and Section 18 of the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007.
Good. Again, go through this once again at home. 27 question number. Now go to 28.
Okay. What is the recent news?
Continue. Study.
What is the recent news about PM Divine scheme? The Union Cabinet has approved a new scheme, Prime Minister's Development Initiative for Northeast region, to fund infrastructure project in the Northeast India.
Those
the
who are
scheme will have
listen. Those who are appearing for interview in Kolkata, Assam, and other places, this is very important. Continue. The scheme.
This scheme will have an outlay of 6,600 crore for the 4-year period from 2022-23 to 2025-26. It will get 100% central funding and will be implemented by the Ministry of Development of Northeastern region. The PM Divine will lead to the creation of infrastructure, support industries, social development project, and create livelihood activities for youth and women, thus leading to employment generation. The objective of the PM Divine are to fund infrastructure convergently in the spirit of PM Gati Shakti, support social development project based on the need of the northeastern region, enable livelihood activities for a youth and women, and fill the development gaps in the various sectors.
For important for Kolkata people, then 29, Vande Bharat.
What is the new news regarding Vande Bharat
What
Express
it should be,
train?
what is the news?
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the 4th Vande Bharat Express train in Una district of Himachal Pradesh. The train will be chugged from Delhi to
I think some mistake spelling, some construction. The train will run from like thing like that. You change it. The train will run. Train will run from Delhi to.
The train will run from Delhi to
Andorra
Rail.
Andorra railway station.
Andorra railway station in Una, Himachal Pradesh.
Very good. Take rest. I think you are having coughing problem. The train will run 6 days a week except on Wednesdays, with stops at Ambala, Chandigarh, Anandapur Sahib and Una. Last month, Modi flagged off 3rd Vande Bharat Express in another pool-bound state, Gujarat. This train runs from Gandhinagar to Mumbai. I think when we were reading this only, some of you made a reference that there are some Vande Bharat Express in South India also. If there are any,
Mysore to Chennai, sir.
Mysore to Chennai, please get to know about that. The Vande Bharat Express is also known as Train 18, is an Indian semi-high-speed intercity EMU train which is operated by the Indian Railways only on 2 prominent routes as of March 2022. One from New Delhi to Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra and the other from New Delhi to Varanasi. Vande Bharat train is completely manufactured in India. It is a self-propelled engine train, that is, it does not have separate engine. What is it? What is it? Vande Bharat train is completely, it is a self-propelled engine train. That is, it does not have a separate engine. It has automatic doors and air-conditioned chair car coaches and a revolving chair that can rotate up to 180 degrees. Superb. Earlier, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced 400 Vande Bharat Express trains in the next 3 years. Oh God, great. Very good. Thank you so much. Any questions, please? Any other question? Anybody? Otherwise, I think date has been announced to all of you. That is 14th November to 30th November. So I have already requested you to send a message to me for your mock interview. So please send it to me because I have to manage the time. Earlier I was doing for 30 minutes. Now I am doing for 15 minutes only because there is no time. So whomsoever has not written so far, please send a message to me 80721777482, giving your name, your degree, your state where you are applying for which RRB, the date of interview, the desired date of interview. If it is possible, I will give the same date. Otherwise, I will rearrange. Also mention whether you are willing to take interview in the morning, because morning I may have to do interview for 2-3 people. So that is why this request. Otherwise, I have to reduce this class also. So I thought it is good to have a class like this. You know, today, you know, in our, what is that? Our Federal Bank Express candidates attended the interview and they sent the list of questions also. So the questions and all have been given to us. 1 minute. Federal Bank interview. The recent questions that have been asked today, 4th November, 3rd November, or like this. I'll just go through this fast. I'm not having time, but still I'm going through this. These are the questions. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about internship. This is for finance graduate. A return on assets, return on equity, about federal bank products, general HR question. What are your life goals? What irritates you about relocating pan India? Then next type of question for a commerce student who has told he is interested in investing in shares, demat account, current share price, what are the things do you do before buying a stock, difference between NNPA, GNPA, do you know Rakesh Junjunwala? Then what is the current inflation rate? How will inflation rate be decreased? How is the economy of India? Are we developing year on year? Are we going down? If you are doing MSc mathematics, why are you not going for teaching? Why did you come for banking? Tell me about yourself in a brief way, and also about the family. What is the goal in your life? Are you getting more opportunities engineering? Why you choose banking? You will all get this question. Do you think bank jobs are easy? How banks are doing currently? Do you have an experience of managing role during your college? When I said I am a positive person, they asked the question, how do you think that you are positive, and say any incident for that? Do you think do you think do you think privatization of banks increase job opportunity? If you are having the option to work location among places like Punjab, Gujarat, Kerala, Delhi, which place would you choose and why? If you are willing to relocate, does your family support? If you get posted, say 3 things which you make different from others. If you are not hired, what is the next option? Does banking is your short-term or long-term decision? When you are visiting bank near your place and seeing the people from there, what do you think that how they are managing without knowing language? How do you approach a group of unknown people? Do you have past experience? When I said that I have a friend who is working in Federal Bank, the question asked is what he said about Federal Bank. Are you choosing banking based on positive reviews? What is the role of corporate social responsibility? Is that compulsory for all companies? Nandri, Vanakkam. Thank you.
Sir, where it is
Bye.
in the Telegram group, sir?
This is in my separate Telegram group, not for you. This is Federal Bank Telegram group, separate. Understand?
Okay, sir. This video will be posted in YouTube, sir.
Yeah, I will post it. I will
Okay,
post
sir.
it
Okay.
for you people only. I will post it for you people. I will send the link to you through email if you have registered your email ID. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
So one thing, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I joined today only, and you sent me all the material for the interview. In the subject question folder, there are some questions related to the areas in which the person has completed their graduation, whether it is BTech or commerce side. So there are various branches related to BTech like electrical and mechanical and civil engineering. But I am from electronics background, and there is no such content related to that too.
You can get it when you go to google.com, make a
Okay.
search ECE related interview questions.
Okay, sir.
Then go to wisdomjobs.com and search ECE related interview questions.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then
Thank you, sir.
go to
Yeah.
indiabix.com, INDIABIX.com. Search interview questions ECE. You will get hundreds of questions. I am not asking all those questions because I don't know them, and let the interview people, whatever they are interested, let them ask you. But you go through them and prepare. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Best wishes. Bye.